it's going to be 103 East Vicksburg Church Road, 103 East Vicksburg Church Road. Got Trailblazer in the driveway. Go.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Just getting situated. Press conference coming up.
06, the Unival's using around to it. Stand by.
Okay.
38, status check.
All right. Let me get the chat up. Oof, I'm tired. Still not caught.
38, 11.
Press conference coming up.
38. That was a moped on Hatcher Road. That's off Johnson Road, 2 house.
You're back.
See you, 6 1.
Just waiting on the press conference. How you guys doing, man? Been a long day today, huh?
10-4, you guys, CO4. Careful, 21st.
It'll be nice, Julie. That'd be amazing. So, after this press conference, I have another notification. I'm going to save that for, in case emergency happens tonight, in case this guy's found. I don't think they're going to find him at nighttime unless he crosses into somebody's house or he tries to walk out onto the road and the cops that are positioned in different places catch him. I think it's going to be a daytime catch when it happens. Because that's what they're doing. At nighttime, they scale it back. They stop the search. But it did say that they have men out there in the woods. You know, their special team or whatever. Maybe there was somebody tagged me earlier. Supposedly they claimed there was a stash found. I don't know if it belonged to this guy or not, but they found some stash with like beef jerky. I don't know if it belonged to this guy or not. There was audio. Somebody tagged me in it earlier. Some type of stash. They called it a sugar something. Or it must be a country term. It says sugar nest or something like that. I like that. Sugar nest. We found us a sugar nest. Something like that. Find us a
Call the 38. Good. Call the search. Table.
Ten minutes too. Oh, I forgot to send out the email blast.
Calling 6 home.
9 p.m. It's going to be, I guess, a big press conference. They're going to have the agencies there, multiple agencies.
2047.
With the people from the ground unit. Could go on for a while, this search.
Exhale up. Table. Oh, 2048.
Let's see. Daniel Boone, National Forest is huge and desolate. Yeah, I was kind of checking it out. It's very big. I don't know if everybody was here earlier, but you know, the helicopters. We were kind of taking a look around the area earlier, and the helicopters just face this the right way. This is the highway. That's the truck stop.
1138.
Helicopters were like around here earlier today, just circling somewhere around here. Somebody in the chat earlier today said, because they kept mentioning the water, not the water tower, sorry, the tower. Things like a phone tower here. I don't know. Somebody said that's where his car was found. I don't know if that's which.
Right.
And I know the gun was found closer to the
exactly
road.
are you? Record in this Johnson Road and Hatcher Road.
Waiting for them to go live. They usually go live early.
31. None. Oh, should be coming from Corbin on the state at white. Movie said that the Cadillac review SUV, white color. Ohio 47 that's from this Oakley Road. Too long. Good.
They're saying I guess this is the,
390 now, Singapore.
I guess they're saying that's the recovered vehicle. Recovered vehicle.
38, what's the VIN number? Good. Lincoln, Nora, Charles,
Oh, really?
Boy, American 30469. Yeah, copy. Lincoln 9, Tom, Charles, Boy, Ford, Mary, 130469. Is that correct? Equal.
Couple minutes. Major press conference. I don't know if they'll have updates, but they're gonna have the different agencies there.
Sure, sir. Right. Should. Good. John 8 Mary 903.
So they found his AR today, his cell phone apparently with the battery out of it, and yesterday was the car. And they believe, I think on the last press conference they asked if he was like on the west side of the road, and they say yeah, towards the truck stop.
Good.
Wow.
601.
took you out of the color break. 190818. Henry 94190-818.
Dixie, I know. Well, maybe since it's at a different place. No problem. Thank you, Tornado. Appreciate you guys being here. A lot of traffic right now in the scatter trying to keep up sounds as they had a moped take off from them where shots were fired. Flashlight in the woods was reported with 2 individuals, possibly females. Oh, yes. One other channel. Make sure we don't miss it. Oh, here we go. Got it. Got it. All right. So let's see what they have to say. They believe this guy's still in the same area. Some people think he's long gone. I don't know what to think. And they say this is really rough terrain, rigid. I don't see them flying tonight, Bird Dog. I heard they're just going to have people posted throughout the woods and just kind of watching the roads. They say they have the area contained. But, like, they're not... I haven't seen any helicopters. I don't think they're doing drones either, but I haven't seen any helicopters. And, until the morning time. So the search is on pause till the morning. And the other possibility... The other possibility, he could be dead. Probably not.
And for all service centers and around, what holes do you want?
Red showing.
Okay, I'm gonna stop this for now. Check the other ones if they have like a better.
Okay, I think I've seen enough of you folks since Saturday, and I just want to tell you how much that we appreciate what you're doing, getting the word out about this. We couldn't do it without you, and we do need to get the information out. So what we decided to do is have a joint press conference, and I appreciate y'all coming tonight, and bring all the stakeholders in and let each person and each agency tell you what we are doing to,
Yes,
to
perfect.
capture this suspect and to get our community back. So without any further ado, where's the shirt? All yours.
Okay, guys, I want to thank you for being here today. You guys have done a wonderful job. First and foremost, we want to our sympathy and the prayers to these victims. Please, everyone, if they will, remember these families. Remember all our law enforcement agencies. I'm going to try to give you a brief synopsis. I know you got a lot of questions on the containment, why we're doing this, what we're doing. We will open it up later after we have a couple more spokesmen, and hopefully we can answer your questions. We will stay on track with, this is open investigation, so there may be some things that we can't answer. We will try our best to get you an answer, but we may not be able to answer it at this time. We'll stay strictly with what we got. We're not going to try to deal, with the what ifs and could it be's, and we're going to try to give you actual, factual what we're doing. Once again, I appreciate each and every one of y'all for being here and putting the interest in getting this out to our public. It's very tragic. This is something that you don't foresee, but it has happened, and I can kind of tell you the way that we're handling the situation. As you can see, we have many partners here in law enforcement, the Kentucky State Police, who have just done a wonderful job with us. They provided manpower, resources, whatever, doing a great job with us. We have our partners here, county attorneys, legal team, Commonwealth attorneys, and along with the London City Police Agency represented by the mayor, chief, and assistant chief, FBI, and ATF. So with this group here, surely we can get you some answers. Yesterday, as you all are aware, I'm sure you went through, we did have a shooter at the exit 49. There have been 5 victims, that's confirmed. I think they're all going to be okay. It's nothing, I don't think we're going to have no fatalities. Just keep, like I say, when I open, keep all of them in your prayers. I don't think there'll be no fatalities. But we have got, there was a shooter. It appears that he was using an AR-15 as the primary weapon. We have located evidence at the scene. We know where the shots was fired from, his location, some cartridges, a gun, and a vehicle. Everyone that we have, names that we've come in contact with has been interviewed, and we have just, everyone together with the joint effort has done just an outstanding job with this, and I'm so very proud of all of them. Also want to give a special recognition to some people that are law enforcement. They wear down, but we have more coming in, and the dispatchers at Laurel Dispatch has just been phenomenal. They took the initial call. They have stood with us. They've took all the calls. Of course, we got a lot of calls that we see this guy here. We see him here. We have checked all those calls. We do not know that he has left that area. That's why we're concentrating on this exit 49. We've had calls on all parts of the county. We've had calls out of the county. Those have been followed up, and none of that is so. So what I'm going to do at this time, I know the big question is what are we doing and the containment. Why are we at exit 49? I have my lead investigator, Detective Richard, or Commander Richard Dalrymple. He's the lead investigator on this, and also he's the commander of SRT team. And at this time, I'll let him come up and kind of explain what we're doing and the containment. Hopefully that will answer some questions. And then after he speaks, we'll open it up, and if you guys have questions, we'll try to get you answers.
Thank you, Sheriff. So I'm going to address what we did up to tonight, and then I'll tell you the steps that we have taken this evening. Yesterday, when the shooting occurred about 5:30. By the time we pinned down the vehicle and formed a pretty good theory of what happened, it was close to dark. That terrain at exit 49, where we believe the shots had come from, very unforgiving terrain, not a safe place to put people in the dark searching for a needle in a haystack. So we formed a perimeter last night at exit 49. We had a counter sniper team there all night long. We did not continue actively searching. We just contained it last night, and we waited for daylight in order to approach it again and see if we could locate the actual crime scene. We went back this morning. We took a tactical team up on the mountain, and we located 3 different sites where there was evidence. As the sheriff said, we located where we are now certain that the shots were fired from. We have searched that area all day long, and at some time this afternoon, I don't know exactly what time we did it, we have asked the KSP to step in and take over the manhunt and run the manhunt for us, because we have exhausted the personnel we had available to do it. We will continue the criminal investigation throughout in conjunction with the FBI, ATF, the city, everyone here. But we at this point have turned the manhunt over to the Kentucky State Police, and we will be assisting them moving forward in that regard. That's it as far as the containment is concerned.
And I would like to say, to the residents, I think a question is, you guys quit at night. What's to say, this guy's not moving on the ground at night? Well, he may be. Last night, we're not going to send deputies, troopers, FBI agents, or whatever in walking through the woods, because we do know this guy is armed, supposedly armed. And that's why, he could be sitting, and, we're not going to be sitting ducks in the woods. But we did have snipers that was on point, that stayed at scene all night last night, looking at the ridge where the shots was fired from. And I can guarantee you one thing, we're doing aggressive patrols. I spoke with the KSP Public Affairs Officer, Scotty, over here, and he says, they have like 20 units that's going to be in the area on patrol tonight. The Sheriff's Office has patrol units. The city has patrol units. We've had numerous outside agencies that's come in to tell us. So when we say, these efforts cease at night, it's just for the safety of those that's searching, but still yet we have patrol efforts going. So at this time, I will open it up, and we will do our best to try to answer your questions.
Sheriff, he may be watching this. What is your message to him?
Well, my message would be, that we would ask that he would give himself up. And we're not going to quit until we do lay hands on him, and we was really hoping, maybe we wish that would have been last night. We was hoping today. We hope tonight, we hope tomorrow, but this effort is not going to stop. We've already got all the arrest warrants. The Commonwealth Attorney here has prepared that, looked over that. Everything's in place, so if we do lay hands on him, that we will take him into custody. So if he's watching, it would be his best interest to surrender and turn himself in. Hopefully, no more harm to no one else, or to the residents, or to our officers.
Sheriff, you seem to believe pretty fervently that he is still armed. I'm curious, was there any evidence that you found, maybe a second caliber round or something like that would indicate that this individual is carrying a...
No, we're going on what we've been told, and like I say, it is open investigation. I really can't elaborate on that, but we have been told that. As far as knowing, we've not laid hands on him, we've not recovered no other weapons. That's just what we've been told, that we're passing on to you.
Can I ask, what do you mean that's what you've been told?
We've been told by some outside sources that he could be armed, but we're not revealing that. We don't know. We cannot verify that. Like I said, we've not laid eyes on him or contacted him. We don't know, but we have been told. And that's the way we're going to treat it,
But these are sources, I'm sorry.
No.
But these are sources outside of, when you say outside sources outside of law enforcement?
Yes.
Do we know how he obtained the AR-15 firearm that he used, and how many other weapons he pulled?
He obtained a firearm at a local place here in London, but it was obtained, legally. He went through the ATF. He went through all the proper paperwork, and we have the paperwork. We have that paperwork, copies of the receipts, But that was obtained, like, if you're not a felon or something, if you can go in and you can fill the paperwork, anyone can purchase the guns.
When was that?
That was yesterday.
Around what time this evening did the active search conclude?
I think it was after dark, right at the edge of dark. But when you say conclude, it's like last night, at dark, we did conclude, but KSP had choppers up with FLIRs. We had drones with FLIRs, but it was right at dark today.
How big is the search area and how much has been searched?
I have somebody else will probably have to answer that. It's huge, and that area, I know you guys have heard all day that it's just really, really rough terrain. A lot of cliffs, mountains. It's really rough terrain. But I don't know. Has anybody got a better? There's thousands of acres. I mean, I can't tell you exactly how many. There's just thousands of acres. Yeah, it's a big area, very secluded.
It runs into the national forest also. So.
Yeah. A lot of national forest land.
How many people were searching?
I would say 150 plus. I don't know if you can say actively searching. We have a lot of supervisors, that's there. But probably the ground crews, I'd say it'd be safe to say, Captain, 40 to 50 maybe on searches, just a rough estimate. I can't give you an exact number, but a large group.
What time will surgery start tomorrow?
Probably
08.
we're going to be meeting in the morning at 0800, and searches will start shortly after that.
What can you share about his background?
I'll have to let somebody else speak on that.
He's originally from the Knox-Whitley County area, and he does have a military background. He served in the National Guard for at least 4 years, and he was a member of the Engineer Battalion.
You guys mentioned that this area is large. Can you describe the terrain? Why is it so rugged?
I'll explain why last night was. So if you are getting off at exit 49, if you're coming southbound on the interstate and you look to your right, there's a cliff there, okay? And that cliff has a ledge on the top and then has a ledge about 30 feet down. He was on a ledge about 30 feet down from the top of that cliff where he fired from. And that's characteristic of that entire area back there. So in order for me to find that this morning, when we located that site, I had to grab a tree and lean over and look. So that's impossible to do in the nighttime without falling off a cliff.
So aside from exit 45, are you guys canvassing any other areas?
I'm Master Trooper Scotty Pennington, Kentucky State Police. I'm the Public Affairs Officer here at the London Post. First, I want to thank everybody up here. The Sheriff's Department, City Police, ATF, they have worked tremendously hard at this effort, and this is why they've asked us to come in and help with the manhunt. There's no way that they can continue to do this and do it safely. So we've got 16 posts around the state police, and we've requested troopers from several different posts to come in and help with this manhunt. Around 1,600 hours tonight, Sheriff's requested the Kentucky State Police to come in and help with the manhunt. We activated around 20 to 25 troopers from other posts and our post, and about an hour after that, we went in and searched a very, when you say large area, for walking in a jungle, because that's what you're basically in, it's a large area. I mean, you actually need machetes and everything to get through these thickets of woods. And, you can't do it very fast because you don't want to leave no rock unturned, and you don't know if he's in that area. So you got to be very slow-paced at what you do. So that's why we brought in all the extra resources. We will continue to stay in the area. Us, the Sheriff's Department, Rockcastle County Sheriff's Department, will be in this area, making sure the citizens in that community, they feel some kind of sense of security and safety. Just give us time, and hopefully we can resolve this in a timely manner, in a very quick manner. I'm open for any other questions. I hope I answered your question.
How concerned should residents be that there's this guy out there and he's most likely armed?
Well, I mean, you need to lock your doors. You need to, if you have security cameras, make sure
Better
you're
get yourself
constantly
good.
watching them. Maybe keep your porch lights on. Have communication. Have your cell phone and make sure your phones are charged up, because you never know when you might have to contact somebody or law enforcement. And we want those tips. Like the sheriff said, we want you to call us. Don't care if it's a county over, if it's a Dollar General store, you see somebody
Careful
walking
what
up
you
down the
wish
interstate. We want you to call us, and we're going to answer those calls. No matter if it's a small road, it's a gravel road, it's a creek bed, it's the interstate, we're going to have officers and troopers and deputies in this area until morning breaks.
Do we have any idea how familiar he is with the area?
At this time, I don't know that information. There's a lot of smarter people than me behind behind the scenes working on things to try to find those answers. If maybe he's been in that area before, and that's technology that I don't know how to use, but we have resources that are trying to help us with that.
Know what his motive is yet?
I don't know what his motive is yet. That part is still under investigation by the Sheriff's Department.
To be clear, however, this was at random. He was up there shooting at people at random.
I don't know why anybody would go up there and start shooting at people. I can't get in somebody's brain of why they do something this crazy. But it's an act of violence, and innocent people have got hurt, and property damage as well. And for the people of Laurel County and Rockhouse County, I know they're at fear, and hopefully we're going to put it to ease soon.
Sir, there's an array of agencies represented on this platform here. I'm curious, was he on anyone's radar prior to this incident?
Not that I'm aware of, but the sheriff might be able to answer that better than I can. But no.
No, sir, no.
Have you spoken to his family, and if you have, what can you share about that?
I've not directly spoken to. That is part of the investigation that at this time we can't discuss, but that we have interviewed family members. The Sheriff's Department has, and they're doing a great job with it.
Are you concerned that you don't have enough manpower to find this guy?
That's not my concern. I think we will have plenty of manpower in. The state police work in conjunction with the Sheriff's Department. They're getting a break. They need a break. And when you're out there and you're away from your families, it's hot, it's cold. You got a lot of emotions going. You're away from your own loved ones. So sometimes you just need to step back, go catch a couple hours sleep, eat, and then get back in the fight. And we're going to take over and help them with that as long as they want us to.
Changing your strategy at all tomorrow?
Well, we have people that are a lot smarter than me that do this stuff pretty regularly. And, we will continue to use helicopters and drones, K-9s, search teams. We'll bring in fresh troopers, fresh officers from other agencies, and we'll work together to there's a lot of land out there. He explained it earlier like a jungle, but it's also ATV trails. There's trails everywhere back in there where side-by-sides and four-wheelers and trucks go and drive.
You mentioned you purchased this weapon yesterday. At what time was that?
Sheriff, you have to answer that.
I don't have the exact time. We have it. I don't have it with me. It's sometime yesterday morning.
So it was in the morning and then in the afternoon?
That's my understanding, yes, sir.
In the morning.
And was it just the weapon, or was it ammo as well?
It's the weapon and about 1,000 rounds of ammunition, most of which we have recovered.
You guys mentioned that you guys need a break from searching. How do you think he may be surviving out there?
We're still trying to ascertain how much preparation he put into this. We searched his house this evening. We have a lot of stuff from that, a lot of devices that we're going to download, that we're going to crack. We're going to get more information. But we can't rule out the fact that he could have committed suicide back there, and we have not found him yet.
Going back to his military experience, was there like an honorable discharge cars? Anything you can share about that?
I don't have that information.
The longer he's out there, are you worried about more lasting impacts, like schools are already canceling tomorrow? As more time goes on, he's not found, what could that look like? More schools not having class the rest of the week?
I think at some point we're going to do everything we can do to catch this guy or find him. And the longer we continue and the more area we clear and the more places we are sure he is not, the safer people are going to feel. And I'm confident eventually we'll figure it out and we'll find him. But at this point, we're doing everything we can to find him at this point.
You guys mentioned that he may not have been on anyone's radar. Can you just give us some insight? I think he did have some sort of, even if it's a small criminal record, can you share what his record with law enforcement looks like?
It's minimal, my understanding right there.
Yeah, I ran a statewide criminal history on the date when it's very minimal. I think there was a dismissal or two, a traffic ticket, I think a domestic violence within the last 6 months. Is that right? So I think there was a divorce action that was at some point also. There was nothing in his criminal history that made me think, oh, we should have known this was coming. It's just not there, very minimal.
But there was a domestic violence.
If I'm not mistaken, I saw, so it's kind of listed as a D case. If you're looking through court records, there was a D case. It could have been a divorce. And for some reason, I wanted to think I saw some type of emergency protective order at some point in time.
One thing that we would like to reiterate to the public in London and Laurel County, as the sheriff has said, is there's multiple agencies on the streets. Not only the London City Police, the Laurel Sheriff's Department. You may see the city police in the county. You may see the county in the city, the state troopers throughout the community, and plus we have other agencies from like Williamsburg, Jackson County that are assisting and helping patrol throughout the normal patrols in the county and in the city. So while we ask people to be vigilant throughout their homes or about their travels, just rest assured too, you have a lot of emergency services that are on the streets tonight, and we'll be continuing tomorrow as well. As far as the schools, we have been in talks with the superintendents in this area. We will continue to update the school systems as we get it from the Laurel County Sheriff's Office, and of course their priority is to keep our children safe. So it's going to be according to how the investigation goes leading in tonight and in tomorrow.
Any other questions?
Do you know about how many rounds were he shot?
We know we have 12 vehicles hit and multiple rounds in most of those vehicles, and I know from the brass that I saw this morning, 20 to 30 is my best guess, but I didn't count them, so that's about as good as I can do.
Just to clarify, 12 vehicles hit?
So what you got to understand is we have the vehicles, the people that were shot were traveling in. There was also vehicles hit that were not, no one was injured in. And some of those vehicles got all the way home before they realized they had a bullet hole in them. So that number has climbed over the last 24 hours, and we're at about 12 right now.
So 12 vehicles hit by bullets?
Correct.
And I also just want to confirm with the number of victims, there's 5 victims with a gunshot and then 2 with car collision. They're injured because of maybe a car wreck, with total 7. Is that correct?
I know of 5 victims. I know nothing about a car wreck that was unrelated to the shooting.
You guys have anything?
My name is Michael Stansbury. I'm the special agent in charge for the FBI's Louisville field office. I just wanted to come up here and say for a minute that we certainly know that the impact this is having on the community here in Laurel County, that people are afraid right now. They certainly have a right to be. This thing doesn't happen every day. And, you know, when someone's driving down the freeway and the random shots start coming in, it is terrifying. But law enforcement, the FBI, the ATF, and everyone up here is doing everything they can to, one, solve this investigation, to make the case to prove that this individual is the one who in fact did this crime, but also to make sure that we apprehend him and get him into custody. And whether that is tomorrow or tonight, tomorrow, or next week, we're not going to stop on this case until we do find him and we take him into custody. I will say that on the FBI's part, what we are here for is to, one, assist the Laurel County Sheriff's Department with the investigation, and two, also assist the Kentucky State Police with the apprehension. We have essentially 4 types of elements out right now. First and foremost, we have investigators. We do have an office here in London with investigators. Them, and along with our agents from the Lexington office, have been down here and are working side by side with the Laurel County Sheriff's investigators, conducting interviews, collecting evidence, and trying to work as diligently as they can to solve this case. We also have our evidence recovery team that's been helping the Sheriff's Department at the crime scenes recover the evidence, package it, process it, and assisting with the search warrants to make sure we can analyze that and get them everything they need to prosecute this case. And then next, we have a tactical component. Our special weapons and tactics team is out actually working with KSP to try and find this individual. This does take specialized training, special agents, and law enforcement officers with the skills and the equipment to traverse this. We just can't put any agent out there walking through the woods and safely trying to apprehend this individual. So we're working hard with that. And then finally, our victim services division is working with the victims that are in the hospitals around the area, working with them and their families, trying to do everything we can to support them. So we will be here until this case is, until, you know, this individual is in custody or he's found. So with that, are there any questions y'all would have for me?
You listed him as a person of interest for quite some time today, but I'm curious, what was the linchpin that kind of tipped this over to, officially put him as a suspect?
I think the evidence that we recovered at the scene pretty much locks that down. I don't want to go into, as the sheriff said, of all the evidence that we've collected, because there is a case that if we do catch this individual, the Commonwealth Attorney is going to have to prosecute him, so we don't want to obviously try this case in the media, but we do have solid evidence. As the sheriff said, his vehicle was at the scene. His firearm that he purchased yesterday was at the scene. I am confident that his fingerprints will be found on that firearm. His DNA will be found on that firearm. And there is other evidence from, as the sheriff said, witnesses we've talked to about statements he's made and things he's said. So we've got the evidence, we believe, to to put forth that he did this. So we're pretty confident we have the right individual.
Can you elaborate? What do you mean statements that he made?
To other people, things he has said to other people.
About wanting to do something?
All I will say, I don't want to go into the detail of exactly what he said. All I will say is statements he's made, interviews people about his state of mind and what he wanted to do. We have interviewed people. We feel pretty confident that this is the individual.
Do you feel like you're dealing with somebody who is well equipped to stay out in the woods for a while? Is there any indication that he's an avid camper or
I don't know that, I know the information that we have. I don't know that I would want to just give that all out here right now because one is, I think you said earlier, he could be watching this right now, and we certainly don't want to tip our hand on everything that we're doing and everything that we know about him.
you think that he has communication plans?
It's possible, but I do not know at this time if he has one with him or not. All right, I'll turn it back over to you, Sheriff. Thank you.
That's what I want to know. Is he an avid hunter? Does he have survival skills?
Got anything you want to elaborate on?
Camper? Any kind of, whatever?
I'm Major Eric Walker, Kentucky State Police. Just wanted to reassure everyone that Kentucky State Police, at the request of Sheriff Root, has undertaken the steps to move forward with the manhunt portion of this in conjunction with other tactical resources that we have available through the state and our federal partners. We have a plan in place that we'll execute tomorrow, not to rehash. The citizens of the Commonwealth here in this locale can be assured that state police resources have been brought to bear. There will be routine patrols in the area, and we have ensured that we've got troops from other post areas brought into the area. So there's adequate manpower to ensure safety in the community. Any questions?
Thank you. Let me clear something up. I misspoke earlier, and I want to make sure you guys have the accurate information. It was a condition of his bond not to have contact with the victim on a terroristic threatening charge. That terroristic threatening charge was dismissed. It was not a domestic violence order, so I misspoke on that. As soon as I stepped back, I thought, I think I missed that. So I want to clear that up. There's no domestic violence order in his past that we can see in Kentucky. But there was a terroristic threatening charge that was dismissed in Knox County.
Could you give us your name, please?
Say it again.
Your name, please.
My name is Jackie Steele. I'm the Commonwealth Attorney for Laurel and Knox County, 27th Judicial Circuit.
But you learned about the threatening charge through his divorce proceedings?
No, take that part. I know there's issues that they're talking to some people. I don't think they were married. That's when I stepped back. I wanted to check again. So I'm not going to speak as to exactly the terroristic threatening charge and underlying. I don't know the facts to that. So I'm not going to speak to the facts to it. I do know there was a condition of his bond not to be in contact with the victim, and that's where I misunderstood it and misspoke. Any other questions, guys, for me? That would have been in Knox County this year. So give me 1 second. I think it was
3/26/24.
3/26. Thank you. Jody Albright, the county attorney here in Laurel County.
Yeah, I'm Jody Albright, the Laurel County attorney. I just want to say to the citizens of Laurel County and the surrounding areas, even this morning when we were at church, we saw a state trooper in our parking lot. There is a greatly increased law enforcement presence in Laurel County as we speak presently. I also have, at the UK game, I was at the UK game last night or yesterday afternoon and didn't get to enjoy that game for a couple of reasons, but one was that my phone started blowing up. And it is amazing the outpouring of support from different counties. My fellow county attorneys, Commonwealth attorneys, elected officials, I've had contact from KCO officials who have offered support and wanted me to, when I had a chance, and I'll take that chance right now, to encourage our local law enforcement and to thank them for all that they do. So I want to thank each and every one of you officers and elected officials for all you do in keeping Laurel County safe. I understand that people are afraid. I get that. But there are no finer law enforcement officers and first responders than there are here in Laurel County. And we do need to be vigilant. You need to be constantly on the lookout until this passes. But rest assured that everything that can be done is being done. Rest assured that once this individual is captured and taken into custody, that he will be prosecuted, and I have utmost faith in our Commonwealth Attorney Jackie Steele and our judicial system that he will be brought to justice and justice will be served. But please understand that what they're talking about. As a young man, as I was out in that area, Cromer Ridge area, it is a vast area. He could be there for a long time if he's still alive. He could be there for a long time. We don't know, but I have utmost confidence if he is in this area, he will be found and brought to justice. So, and I would also reiterate that if anybody has information, please bring that information forward now. No tip is too small, and please share that. You don't know that tip may be the tip that solves the case or brings him to justice. So, any questions from? I guess for myself or Jackie Steele on the legal aspect of this case. All right, good, thanks.
Okay, guys, in closing, I just want to reiterate to the residents of this county that you can see the guys that's representing each agency on this stage and myself that we're doing everything that we can do. And like I say, just be confident, and I want to thank the people for everything from a prayer to we've had lunches, we've had water, we've had phone calls, we've had tips, and that's exactly what we want you to continue to do. But we are out in full force, and I'm confident, as JL said, that this guy will be brought to justice and he will be located soon. And I thank you guys. Thank you.
Okay. What I want to hear again is that part where he described where this guy shot from. I think he said it from southbound. Mass meeting. What do you guys think?
Yes.
I do feel like they don't have enough people. I mean, all this time I've heard that it was 40 to 50 people. Now they're saying 150 for the first time that I hear. But he did say that all of them are like in there. So a lot of them are like, I don't know, sergeants, leaders, whatever. I just want to hear the one part where he described where the
I would like to say, to the residents, be in the area on patrol tonight. Arrest warrants, the Commonwealth Attorney here has prepared that, looked over that, everything's in place, so to no one else or to the residents or to our officers.
Sheriff, you seem to believe pretty fervently that he is still armed. I'm curious, was there any...
That's just what we've been told, that we're passing the way we're going to treat it,
Outside of law enforcement?
Yes.
Do we know how he obtained the AR-15?
Let me play the YouTube thing. Anybody know exactly what he said? He wasn't it was the guy not wearing, the bald guy? Not wearing the hat.
I can tell you exactly.
Fired from.
There we go.
Served in the National Guard for at least 4 years, and he was a member of the Engineer Battalion.
You guys mentioned that this area is large. Can you describe the terrain? Why is it so rugged?
I'll explain why last night was. So if you are getting off at exit 49, if you're coming southbound on the interstate and you look to your right, there's a cliff there.
If you're getting off interstate 49, you're going southbound. Okay. I think that's what he's talking about right here. Hear that again.
Okay, and that cliff has a ledge on the top, and it has a ledge about 30 feet down. He was on a ledge about 30 feet down from the top of that cliff, the Engineer Battalion.
You guys mentioned that this area is large. Can you describe the terrain? Why is it so rugged?
I'll explain why last night was. So if you are getting off at exit 49, if you're coming southbound on the interstate and you look to your right, there's a cliff there, okay? And that cliff has a ledge on the top, and it has a ledge about 30 feet down. He was on a ledge about 30 feet down from the top of that cliff where he fired from. And that's characteristic of that entire area back there. So in order for me to find that this morning, when we located that site, I had to grab a tree and lean over and look.
Is this what he's talking about?
So that's impossible to do in the nighttime without falling off a cliff.
So aside from exit 45, are you guys canvassing any other area?
A lot of national forest land.
They come back to the exit.
I would say 150 plus. I don't know if you can say actively searching. We have a lot of supervisors, that's there. But probably the ground crews, I'd say it would be safe to say, Captain, 40 to 50 maybe on searches. Just a rough estimate. I can't give you an exact number, but a large group.
Top left, you're facing north.
Surgery start tomorrow.
Probably. We're going to be meeting in the morning at 0800, and searches will start shortly after that.
Right. Over there.
What can you share about his background?
I'll have to let somebody else speak on that.
Crazy, they're gonna kill me in this shit.
He's originally from the
Okay, so going
Knoxville
southbound,
County
turn
area,
it
and he does have a military background. He served in the National Guard for at least 4 years, and he was a member of the Engineer Battalion.
Southbound.
You guys mentioned that this area is large. Can you describe the terrain? Why is it so rugged?
I'll explain why last night was. So if you are getting off at exit,
I'm gonna pass the bridge on the ramp to the left. Oh, that's what you're saying. Oh, this shit over here? Oh, hell no, really? The cliff on the left. If you're going southbound. On the right or the left, though? So now we're driving southbound. Is it past the overpass or before overpass? It is red base. I don't know why I keep clicking go though. It doesn't want to go. Or I could just hold the mouse. I mean the arrow. Damn, bro, you guys tripping me out. Right, left, right, left, right, left. Turn around. Okay. So before before. These cliffs over here then. Like by the water tower. Not the water tower, the damn cell tower. Okay. So it must be these cliffs right here then. There's a 30-second delay. But I gotta tell you when I'm and his ass skirted up back towards the tower. The tower's right here to the right, I think, right? Tower's right there. Tower's right there. Looks a little jacked up, but that's the tower right there. So right by the exit or whatever, yeah. This cliff. He said at the exit ramp. But go north a little and look to the right. Okay, north. Hold on, wait a minute. North a little to the right. I mean, that would be this right here. This is north. Oh my god. This right here, okay, this ramp right here is kind of an exit. This is the highway, and if you're going southbound, this would be considered an exit. If you're driving on a highway southbound, going this way, and you take this here, this is an exit, and this exit takes you to the truck stop. So this would be considered an exit. You're getting off. There's also one over here on this side, but this is for it starts over here. This is northbound. Driving northbound, they would get off on this side here to exit, and then they can go wherever they want. I don't know if they want to. It looks like here they can either decide to go to the truck stop, or if they want to go to the sticks. But if you're driving southbound, I believe this would be considered the exit right here. If you're driving south, you get off here. It's not an exit. Traffic heads south. It's on the ramp. It's on an on-ramp. I'm just going to draw a big circle. Let me play what the guy said one more time. If I can find it. Select 18. Oh, I gotta find him. Where is that? The bald guy. How dare you say bald?
If he's an
Can you describe the terrain? Why is it so rugged?
I'll explain why last night was. So if you are getting off at exit 49, if you're coming southbound on the interstate and you
If you're coming southbound on the interstate, this is going south on the right-hand side.
look to your right, there's a cliff there.
Southbound looks to the right, but he said towards the exit, though.
On the top, and it has a ledge about 30.
I'll have to let somebody else.
Southbound on the interstate, and you look to your right, there's a cliff there, okay? And that cliff has a ledge on the top, and it has a ledge about 30 feet down. He was on a ledge about 30 feet down from the top of that cliff where he fired from. And that's characteristic of that entire area back there. So in order for me to find that this morning when we located that site, I had to grab a tree and lean over and look. So that's impossible to do in the nighttime without falling off a cliff.
So aside from exit 45, are you guys canvassing any other areas?
That's it, bros. It has to be this vicinity. This is southbound. This vicinity to the right, there's a cliff here. I don't know if it's this cliff or it's this cliff here. But I know, and they keep referencing the tower. The tower's right there to the right. Let me see. I'm going to show you something else. London, Kentucky. I'll show y'all something else. Kentucky. Here we go. Lexington. Here we go. I'm starting to learn all this shit. Alright. Since y'all don't want to believe me. Alright, well, let's see. This is exit 49. We're looking at, I pulled up the traffic cams. This is exit 49. This is what we're looking at right here, the highway. Exit 49, 49 mile marker. Compass. Watch. Hold on. Oh, wrong thing. Damn it. Take me to Kentucky. 'Cause I want some KFC. Kentucky, London, Kentucky, London. Who came up with that? Why is it called London, Kentucky? London, Kentucky. I'll show you guys. Take me to the USA. 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 So it's like when you're on this highway, this is like a northwestern direction, okay? People on this side are driving northwest, in kind of northwest direction. This east, okay, is to the right of this map. South is to the bottom. So to be driving southbound, I believe you're driving here. So this would be southbound. I think he's talking about this area here. These rock cliffs around here. Because how wild would it be for this guy to be shooting from here? I mean, maybe, but he'd have to run out the bushes, cross the street, whatever. And then, who said, Anonymous, didn't you say supposedly his car was up here or something? Who said that his car was found by the tower? You're closest in front of the tower before the ramp. Okay. It's in front of the tower before the ramp. Okay. The tower's right here, though. The tower. Front of the tower before the ramp. So maybe it's further back, you're saying? Call his phone. At the start of the exit ramp. Okay, okay. So right around here somewhere. That's pretty wild. So he traversed all this shit. That's why they said his gun was found like by the closer to the road, and his car was found further back somewhere. The car was found by the tower somewhere in that area. That's crazy. So, because the whole time today, they've been searching like this. Well, yeah, like around here. The helicopters, when they send them out, they were all like in this area. This seems to be the focus. There is some like trail here though. Rock Castle River Forestry Road, which I was using the map a little bit and kind of like traversing a little bit. But like this shit is nothing but like just, I don't know, woods, trees, grass. Oh, I don't know, grass. What am I saying? Animals probably. There's no way he's sticking to the trail. Probably he's somewhere probably out in the boondocks. I mean, look at this shit. Ugh. But that guy might be dead. Oh, is it? Southern Gale says the town is named in honor of their English heritage. I didn't know that. Oh, okay, okay. London. So they think he's still around here somewhere. I don't know, bruh. That is, yeah. Yeah, look at this shit. What do you say? It's like 30 feet or something? But he was hitting cars in both going northbound and southbound. Little sneaky bastard. Huh? And so there's, I didn't mean to do that. Oh! There was this path that we were looking at earlier. I'm struggling to do this shit. What the hell I'm doing? I think you know I'm getting old. Okay. This is the path back here, this winding path. They say the car was found somewhere in this area. Which I guess he could have just driven his car right here. He could have just started off he's probably come here before, checked out the place. No outlet. Trucks, turn around. Could have just driven his ass. I don't know if it leads to the tower somewhere, but like we're warping. There's just like this long winding path. But let me see. There's a tower. It won't let me come down here, but how far does this shit go? Let me see. Can we go in here? Doesn't let me go. Damn. I wanted to see like what was in this thing. So what about here? Take me inside. No? That's bullshit. Okay. A little further back. Let's see. All right. It was working earlier. Maybe they haven't mapped out the whole thing yet. Damn. There we go. That's like the thick of the brush, kind of. Dirt road. Meth cookers out there. This is the terrain he's in. Oh, just let me. Okay. Oh. Fake me. That thing sucks. Come on. Take me through the forest. What happens if a vehicle comes from the other way? What do you get? You guess you have to pull to the side or something? Oh, what is this? Something Ridge. He could be anywhere. You think he shot himself? Nobody will ever find out. You're about to make me lose my dinner. That's it, Kelly. Thank you. I guess I called the search for tonight. They even said they had counter snipers out there. Oh. Oh, thank you. Anonymous says the sign talks about the restoration effort. Like I'm saying, used to be off-road park, and they deemed it destroying land. This was called the Pink Rock four-wheeling obstacle. Oh, that's cool. It's so desolate. Ain't that it does that like effect? Weird. This is something. What if I do this? Well, I'm probably gonna get off soon, but let's try this. Hopefully it doesn't fuck up the computer. You gotta restart the shit? Oh, restart the application. That's fine. Oh no, but I'm gonna lose my place. Oh, whatever. Whoa!
Dude, you about to make me lose my dinner rolling on the floor laughing face vomiting.
It'd be like a hell of a road trip or something. Off-road, going in the country. Live off nature, go camping. He might be dead. He might have offed himself or something. Maybe one of the animals got to him. Maybe. It's a quiet night tonight, brother.
Good. Signal stuff.
Open forest. Oh, that's cool. I can do that. Even better. Oh, don't go back. I can imagine what it sounds like out there at night. You hear a bunch of crickets, animals, howling sounds. Is he really having a mental breakdown? Does it trigger his mental breakdown, or is he at peace? Is he in a constant state of panic and paranoia? Gotta be, like, you're on the run the whole time. The thing is, and I was saying this on Discord earlier, I think it is good to close schools maybe until they, I don't know. I mean, how long can you keep school closed, I guess, right? Are they going to have armed security maybe there until they capture this guy?
Sasquatch Anonymous.
Oh, thank you for the 10. Hey! Sasquatch. The thing is, he definitely set out to kill people. He almost killed some people. He didn't kill people, so I don't know if in his head, is he going wild? Is he watching the news? Does he realize that he failed? In his mind, like he's a failure, he didn't accomplish what he wanted to do. So is he gonna want to do it again? What if I want to go to the right? Maybe I want to go to the right. Won't let me? Yeah, I want to go to the right. Won't let me. Yeah, who knows if he's going to try to do something else again. Somebody was asking earlier if they had canines too. I heard that they did. What did we jinx on, Wilson? I know you guys are watching football, right? It's football weekend. People been having fun. Thank you, Dennis, for the membership. That guy got arrested. Miami police just put the guy on paid leave. The cop that arrested the football player. Yeah, Forestry Road. Thank you. I really do wonder how well prepared he was. Interesting how easily he just gave up his weapon in his car. Maybe he never intended to take it. Well, I don't know. He had a lot of rounds. Never intended on taking the car. And it's good too. They were saying that they searched his property, because I was thinking like they should be probably trying to search his history, his internet searches, and whatever's. I'd love to see what his place looks like. What's in there? And they said the brother was snapping earlier too. The brother. This guy claims he's the brother. Matt. Somebody took these screen. Oh, that's under Misha's post. Try to reach out to this lady. He said, I know you ain't on here gonna try to defend his actions. And I know you guys ain't on here talking smack to a grieving family. Yep. That's you. Yes, you're about a vet. Yes, you are about a vet that had a mental break. You all have fun with that. His mama was snapping too, I think. Loretta? Is it Loretta? Yeah, Loretta thing. Or am I thinking of the other case? It's all twisting up and mixing together. And where Dave May said he'll take a shot, that's the same thing my brother did, except he is not in the right state of mind. Obviously, what's your excuse? But the guy said, I am a vet. So there was some beef going on. Chico Stick, thank you for the 20. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Gracias. Look how quiet the radio is tonight. I don't think there's going to be much action tonight, but I do feel like they're going to be getting a bunch of calls tonight. Any little suspicious thing.
Thank you, smiling face with hearts.
I wonder if you'd even have a signal out here in this area with your cell phone, you know? Like, like, is he? I wonder if he's watching the pressure and how, if he is, like, signal. How do you even look for somebody in all this, you know? He might have looked about to hide from that thermal, with the thermal imaging, or infrared imaging. you could easily get lost if you went off the path, disoriented. Maybe he has a house out in the woods, cabin. Maybe a tent. I know. A ghost. Yeah, I would think the dogs maybe from the car area and the gun maybe would be able to track his footsteps. Wonder what's going on with that.
Yes, I guess, check.
I guess somebody actually drove through this shit, I guess. Yeah. Cool thing. I wonder how far we're in. I'd probably be fascinated with this if I was out there in person, but I'd also be creeped out a bit. I remember one time I went into, it wasn't really deep woods, but I went into some woods in Florida. I came across this encampment. I got creeped out. At first I was going to walk up and say hi, and then I was like, no, fuck that. It was some weird shit. It was like this aluminum tin houses. Not houses, almost tent-like, but not aluminum. There was a bunch of smoke and stuff.
Service 241, I'll call you back.
Florida body. Florida body. Buddy, there's some of the web, not all is web. All right. This shit up here looks like an encampment or something, or paint or something else. This was like, I'll show you the map. I think there's people over there too. This is like all their waste and shit in the water. Even though I have the water boots, I don't plan to cross over there. I'm gonna see what's up here though. Maybe I'll talk to these people. I don't know if hopefully they're not doing anything illegal. What I'm gonna do is, I did send my GPS location to a friend. This is where I was at. So, it wasn't like, it was kind of woods, but it wasn't like secluded, but it kind of was. I literally started from over here. And I walked this whole little thin thing. Boom, 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 boom. All this shit. I was like exploring. There was actually a dead body found around here in the canal. And that's what made me to kind of explore this whole area. And I actually spoke to the family member. I think they watched my video. And somebody like emailed me and we spoke. It's a members video I did. But there was like a body found around there. And so one day I was kind of curious. Like, how? Like, what happened? Like, so I just started exploring all this shit. And I actually ran into somebody. It was so weird. The day that the body was found, because I saw it in the news, I started walking up this thing here, and I ran into a guy over here, and he was sleeping. It's on the first video, and I'm like, he's like, oh shit. I'm like, hi. He's like, hi. I'm like, I didn't mean to, whatever. And he's like, I'm like, there was a body found. He's like, oh really? He's like, oh shit. And so he gets up and he gets in a boat and like he crosses back to this side. I guess he's parked his car on the other side. But they're saying that person died of like, I don't know, like a heart attack. I don't know. They were by the river and they fell in the water. Some shit. It was weird. But anyway, so like I climbed I walked all the way over here, and I had a choice to make a left over here or a right. So I decided to go right. That's where I'm at. So I started going to the right instead of going to the left. And this is where I'm not sure what it is, a homeless encampment or realize I'm in the middle of nowhere, kind of, So for people to be out here doing stuff, I don't know. I'm gonna get closer to find out. Poison ivy? Oh no. Bro. There's like a family out here. Hello? I came into an encampment out here. There's like people living out here. Bro, when I saw this, they had like a tarp and a mound of dirt here. In my head, I'm like, well, what if that's another body? Like, I was literally thinking, like, what if they were like burying somebody there? I was like, yo, I gotta get the fuck out of here. I don't know if I should approach them or just leave. Yeah, no, let me leave. I'm gonna leave. Yeah, let me go back. Because you know what it is, too? They have a camp out there. Oh, I'm gonna back out. There's tarp with dirt on it. I don't know what's on there.
Shooting complaint, 804 Flatwoods Road, heard one gunshot in that area.
And they literally had like all the smoke coming up, but it wasn't like barbecue. It's like they weren't cooking. They weren't cooking food. It was just all this smoke coming up. And I remember seeing, I didn't get it on camera, but like these aluminum structures that looked like they were living out of it. Let me get the out of here, actually. Do you know what it is? Because if you look at the map, I'm going to back out. If you look at the map, I'm in the middle of fucking nowhere. And there's these people that have a camp set out, and they got a fire going, and they have all these buckets on the ground too. So it definitely wasn't like a camping trip, like family camping. It almost to me it looked like some drug shit, to be honest with you. That's what it kind of looked like to me. I was like, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. Giselle, thank you for the 10. Appreciate that. I'm officially old now. We'll just watch you do these videos. Cooking chicken. Yeah, I didn't. I haven't run into any gators. Surprisingly, I guess I don't know. I mean, I used to when I would go out there. No gators. I just see a bunch of spiders.
ATL for Postal 149. There's around Mount Salem Road and East Laurel Road. Just this Conic 186 heading on East Laurel toward Blackwater. Everybody's cars all over the roadway. No visible 47. Also notifying Clay County as well, though.
Yeah. It looks like it
Like
makes sense. I really wonder
I'm
if
officially old lol. I would just watch you do these vids.
I really wonder if the shooter is just maybe does he actually feel at peace in the woods? Like, I mean, I don't know how anybody can feel at peace with all these people looking for you and shit, but maybe now he doesn't have to go to work, doesn't have to answer to anybody, doesn't have to deal with whatever he's been dealing with in his life. He's just off the grid, disconnected, on the run though. On the run, it's got to be a whole bunch of stress, like just constantly moving, constantly. Any little sound, any snap of a twig, you think it's them moving in on you. The choppers flying over you, the drones flying over you. And then especially if his only time to really move is at night. I guess the best time for him to move would be at night. What the hell is this? Razbataz, thank you guys. Yo, you guys are, thank you so much. Definitely don't walk up on someone's moonshine. Still out there. Yeah, because I was thinking, like, if they saw me and then they're doing some illegal operation, then they're like, what if they're like, oh, we got to get rid of this guy? You know, like, he saw what we were doing. We're not going to risk him. I might be the next person in that creek or that, oh, whatever that intercourse is.
Junior on city slow. Before car contact, 11 ways faster than 1305.
Definitely don't want to walk up on someone's moonshine still out there.
Wrecked out. I'm good. Okay.
This kid in this video looks like moonshine. I really like the movie, the series Wrong Turn. I don't know. I got somehow I got hooked on it. There's like, I don't know how many movies, like 5 or 6 of them shits. So some of them are kind of a little corny, but some of them are just, I don't know. I find it so interesting. Wrong Turn. There's at least 5. Wrong Turn 1, Wrong Turn 2, Dead End, Wrong Turn 3, Left for Dead, Wrong Turn 4. What's Wrong Turn 4? Bloody Beginnings. Wrong Turn 5. I'd probably watch them again. Wrong Turn 5, Bloodlines. Wrong Turn 6, Last Resort. Wrong Turn 7, it's just called Wrong Turn. Okay. Wrong Turn 7 is in 2021. What about Wrong Turn 8? Ooh, there's going to be a new one. It says trailer, Wrong Turn 8, new chapter, full teaser trailer, 2024. I can't play that here, though. I guess they probably copyrighted it. Oh, it came. Oh, it's coming out in 2025? Wait, I don't know. Is it out already? Wrong Turn 8 release date. Oh, wait. Did it come out already? The next Wrong Turn movie is scheduled for September 2nd, 2024. According to the AI. Wrong Turn final chapter is allegedly set to release in 2025. Although it seems like the film doesn't actually exist, hype around the Wrong Turn final chapter began after YouTube channel Fox Star Media shared a reveal trailer. All right, so September. Oh, wait. September 2nd, it came out already? Wait. Oh. All right, watch this shit. But it said the first one is the best. Yeah, it's like a horror film. They're all pretty much somewhat related. Like they're somewhat based on like these group of friends or whatever. They go on a road or a trip or a vacation or whatever, and they end up in like camping and like some horrible shit goes wrong. So something like that. But like it's all somewhat different though. Like,
Ghost story.
It is definitely like a horror type of thing.
Oh, yeah.
Should have been out already though. I don't know what happened. Start from. Yeah, mustard. I know. I don't know the fire.
1126.
The fire pit. What's up with that?
In reference to the 149 complaint, that vehicle just turned on the Sasser Road.
Why in the middle of the road like that? Huh? What the hell? I guess it's making me go right. Can't go left. Wrong turn. Don't make the wrong turn. It could be your last. I don't know his house address. That would be a good. I could maybe look it up. Thank you, Pam, for the 5 memberships. Whoop whoop. Gracias. Oh, you have the Wrong Turn series? I love it. I got hooked. I like those kind of movies. Like, I don't know, there's like mystery. And they changed up the story for all of them. Wrong Turn. Supposedly one was supposed to come out this month, but I don't see. I see a trailer, but I don't see that it actually came out. Wrong Turn 8.
1133 dispatch.
Go ahead.
1010, signal 1.
2221.
I don't know. It's just 2025.
We're just pulling back out. The vehicle's not there.
Maybe I got pushed back.
Pulling in crossroads, third farm.
Hey, Monkey, thank you. Thank you. The early 2000s horror franchise saw 7 entries across 18 years, with the last being straight up reboot in 2021. I heard, Shirley. I heard. It's really sad. Elijah's been missing for a very long time. So it feels like forever. The mother sent the baby to be off with the boyfriend for boot camp, I think. They were abusing that child. Yeah, I used to. Who said that? I'm just worried Bear's gonna get him than anything. I went down a little spiral too, or rabbit hole of watching bear attacks. In some cases, survivors too. Like you're seeing their faces mauled, like just it moves so fast, and they're brutal. There was this one guy that he was like the bear whisperer and shit. Forgot his name, and he used to like live with them, like in their territory, and like walk around with them, and like bear man. There's a bunch of videos, but there's this guy named What's his name? Treadwell? Oh, Timothy Treadwell. Timothy Treadwell was the whisperer. One day he took him and his I don't know if he was married to the girl, it was just his girlfriend. She had a fear of bears, but she really trusted this guy. I mean, this guy would get so close. Let me tell you how close he would get.
Hi, Cracker. One did this not Timothy merely to coexist, but to practically become one of them. His name was Timothy Treadwell, a self-styled eco-warrior, bear enthusiast, and a man who danced on the precipice of life and death for 13 perilous summers. To some, he was a hero. To others, a fool tempting fate with an unshakable belief in the benignity of one of nature's most powerful predators. grizzly bears.
This guy was kind of used to be a legend, kind of, you know. I mean, and one time he went out and he was with his girlfriend and they were in a tent. I think it was like the really early morning hours, and they were hearing noise outside of the camp. And so, like, he went to go check it out, and he starts screaming. And what happened was she grabbed, I don't know which way I'm going now. She grabbed it's a dead end. Oh, the hills have eyes. Wrong turn. Who put that there? They're in the tent. He goes to check it out, and like he literally like starts screaming, like you know. And she, for some reason, she turned on the camera. Maybe it's before they knew it was a bear. She turned on the camera, but she didn't take off the lens cover, so all you can hear is audio. And he's like screaming, and it's help me, help me. It's like at some point you hear a frying pan just bling. Like I guess she grabbed the pan or whatever, and she's like hitting the bear, and it's not doing shit. And at some point, he says, like, just leave me or something, just leave me. And I don't know what happened. The bear turned on her and whatever. So the audio, there's a lot of fake audios on YouTube. I don't know if it's ever released. The person that has the audio, there was this guy that listened to it, and he said, don't ever. He told the woman to destroy it. She didn't destroy it. She kept it in her safe. But you literally hear like the last moments.
It's believed the bear released its grip from Timothy's head, shifting to latch on to his upper leg area. Amidst the chaos, Timothy's voice rings out again, this time not in a plea for help, but a selfless command to his girlfriend.
Amy, get away. Just get away. Amy, go away.
And it's assumed by many that it was at this tragic moment he understood that his life was slipping away, and so sought to save Amy from sharing his grim fate. But Amy did not go away. The chilling audio recording would span for approximately 6 minutes, and throughout about 2/3 of this time, Timothy's desperate pleas and cries for help can be heard, and unlike those fortunate enough to slip into an adrenaline-induced dream state in their final moments, Timothy was tragically, painfully aware. Contrary to the roaring, snarling bears often depicted in films, the grizzly in this audio was eerily quiet.
The scanner is
low
off, huh?
growls and occasional grunts,
What
barely
happened?
audible amidst the storm and screams, amplified the dread permeating the scene. The haunting sounds of the bear dragging Timothy away, his screams fading into the distance, would signal a gruesome end to the confrontation, at least at the campsite. As Timothy was pulled further into the wilderness, the tape captured a new crescendo of terror. Amy's high-pitched
4060, Highway 552, Lily shopping cart, female caller, advice she has this Joseph Cat separate personally, thank you, he's also there, sitting on the side of the Lily shopping cart, blue jeans, couldn't tell what kind of shirt he was wearing.
Bear kink.
screams, her cries echoing through the woods, bore an uncanny resemblance to a predator call used by hunters.
2228.
Hey,
So the pilot of the plane ended up finding their bodies. He was supposed to pick them up of their trip. This is the lady that has the audio too, and
life. Treadwell to this day.
Myself an 835.
this guy also refused to carry a gun with him. He said he just refuses to carry a gun. He's not going to kill a bear, and so the bear killed him. He did an interview and he said that he's never going to bring a gun with him. It's a good documentary, right, Scott? What's the documentary's name? I haven't watched it. I've seen short videos. I haven't actually watched the thing. But that guy too, he was actually, I think he was struggling with like alcoholism or maybe drugs, and getting into bears actually saved him from a life of drugs and whatever. Even though he ended up being dead, he ended up finding something that he loved to do. The doc on it was off the charts. Yeah. Grizzly Man? Oh, okay, okay. Grizzly Man. I might have to check that out too sometime. Check it out. What, did I watch it? It says already watched. What the hell? What the? Oh, no, I didn't. So, yeah, I guess this is why I couldn't get to certain places. It's blocked off. No man's land. Stuck here? Oh. As far as it let us go, and there's some type of dead end.
Go ahead, Elf. He's going now. Hello. Tennessee 911 calls on flight at 441 Salt Lake Church Road. No answer with call back.
I thought they said they have black bears out
So
there.
I get off this shopping cart I've been right in.
Well, I should get off probably, guys. I'm going to try to get some rest. I don't know what's going to come tomorrow, but I do have a notification in case this guy's found tonight. I don't think he is. I really don't think he's going to be found tonight. I think it might be during the day, but I do have another notification if he somehow comes back tonight. I do have a notification. No, they're not doing choppers tonight. They pretty much, they said at nighttime they're not going to be actively searching. They just have perimeter set up. They have, he said, kind of guys in the bushes. I guess yesterday they had counter snipers. I don't know if they have it tonight. Because it's dangerous. It's really dangerous out there. You know, it's rough terrain. To be doing it at nighttime, it's just not worth injuring or somebody, you know. Good night, guys. I will catch you tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for being here today. It was a long day. It was a long freaking day. I mean, I was up till 3. We were up till 3 last night, and then on today for I don't know how many hours. So I think it's better for me to rest and come fresh tomorrow. But with my luck and the way the universe works, maybe there'll be a chase tonight. Once I'm in bed, comfortable, my eyes are closed, just as I'm about to get comfortable, there'll be a chase. So if you like chases and stuff, we do that on the second channel. If you want to check it out, it can mail space CC. I put the link in the chat. That one's for like chases and some other stuff. Daniel Boone National Forest. We can check that out sometime. Maybe tomorrow then. I want to know about Daniel Boone National Forest. I was trying to look up Lunar. Because Lunar is right here, right? What is Lunar? On Google Maps, this is called Lunar. Is that part of the forest? Daniel Boone National Forest. But over here, this area. Oh, there. Look, Lunar. What is Lunar? Lunar. Ball Cemetery. Oh, I can't get that either? What? uncharted territory, but this is road right here.
Damn.
Oh. What the heck? Who's this? Sunarinka. Thanks for this. My family was close by, and I'm on the other side of the world. Oh, that sucks.
I arrived around the 3200 block of Slate Lake Church Road. There was a silver truck blocking the roadway. There was a subject standing outside shining lights at vehicles. He possibly had a rifle strapped to his back and carrying a duffel bag.
What?
Yeah.
Rifle carrying a duffel bag? There's a KSP chopper over. Let me see. I don't know. Oh, you're right. What the? KSP chopper. I wonder where they're going, though. That's London down here. London.
.471. 37 bullets.
He was trying to get the cars. That's what they said.
Good.
Where was that?
7354. Is that numerical? 7354.
Where's he going? Where are you heading to? Looks like he's just doing just randomly flying around. Florida mom. Well, I'm about to get off soon, but they did a press conference, and I mean, I don't know how much of today you've heard or not, but they found the rifle this morning. The car was yesterday. They found a cell phone with the battery out today. They were talking about the spot where he shot from, and he's not caught. Still on the run. They think he's local, but it's also possible he could be somewhere else, and they also said it's possible he hurt himself. Who knows? Or could be deceased. Out in the woods. I feel like they should get some more assistance with some of the, like, maybe if they could get some more choppers and stuff. Some more choppers, some search team, extra choppers with the technology. The FLIR, infrared.
Morning, 6-1. Car.
The one big circle. I wonder if they're just running that thermal thing. Just checking all the areas, just running it.
Suspicious vehicle there at 800 Lake Road. It's going to be the Wood Creek Low Dock. Otherwise, there's been a vehicle sitting there for the last 2 hours just running. Well, it seems strange. Well, nobody's got out of the vehicle. Question somebody come check it out. Good.
10-4 B1098 off shopping cart. No one's in the front of it.
Oh.
You're actually 911 hang up.
Oh. That looks really cool. Anonymous sent me a little bit of information about this place. It's been 15 plus years, maybe more, and it's unrecognizable now. But yeah, there's a lot of backwoods back there. I grew up on those trails.
Copy. On your return. Yeah, go ahead with it.
Grew up on those trails / woods before they reclaimed and stopped everyone from riding mostly back there. Off-road toys. That trail I was taking you guys through. The access road goes all the way to Daniel Boone Motocross Park and Somerset Road on Old 80. They call it
1126.
I didn't say that part. The access road comes right out.
It was just Lake Road. That vehicle's what, 98?
Stay more, go ahead and close it out. Thank you.
2243.
Oh no! So what do I mean is like they reclaimed it. So I guess they wanted to bring the land back or something. There's so much land. You can't a dirt bike in there anymore. That's a cool picture though. I requested to join the group. I don't know if they'll let me join in, but I'll see if they do. I'll check it out. No, that's it for today. No more press conferences. Shit, we did like 3 today. We just had this at 9 o'clock. We had this big presser, I guess, big presser. There's nothing to worry about. Everything's fine. I mean, probably for the most part, most people over there are probably fine. But who knows? Maybe that's that one person that just happens to encounter him, or that one home, or that business that's out there, whatever. And this guy gets desperate if he's alive. I'd be definitely, on high alert if I was out there. Just cautious, you never know. And he might look if he gets really desperate, maybe he'll try to find somebody that's vulnerable, All right, I'm going to get off. I'm going to try to get some rest. But you guys have a good night. Oh, wait. not supposed to. Some people do, but if you look at the other pictures on the group, it was much different. And thanks for the email. No problem. Thank you for sharing that. But good night, guys. I'm gonna try to get some rest. If something crazy happens, I'm sure I'm gonna get texts or calls. I'll come back. But if not, just gonna rest. I think tomorrow's gonna pick up again in the morning with the search teams and everything. This chopper. Oh, I think it landed now or something. Oh no, it's flying. It's flying. It's still flying. I don't know what it's. It's pretty far out. Past London, past the. Where's the shooting thing? Out in the mountains.
Who's there? 6-1?
CO6.
Myself, Singapore 98, Jeff.
Good night.